Yodels.
Yodels.
Jacquez said it first. It's an official. Yo, all right, yo. So we're good for branding purposes. We definitely got to do a Yodel shirt. We got to do a I'm a Kent guy shirt. Like
Holy
we need
heel
those
shirt,
shirts.
definitely.
We need a Wolfpack shirt.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm serious. I think we need to go ahead and get some merch together. I think people would cop it.
Dude, I think Yodels is our yeet.
Yodels is
No
definitely
yeet.
y'all yeet because I don't say that.
No
The
yeet.
the
No
Holy
yeet.
Hill ain't say that. The bearded babyface motto would have said that. I had that shirt in 7th grade.
Well, Star, you can do no Yodels.
Yeah, no, I do no exactly. I need a no yodel shirt.
No Yodels.
No yodels.
No yodels. Yodels, no yodels, right? Heard
Yeah,
you.
that's our thing. Y'all heard it here. We started at episode 96 of the show. I already plan to go ahead and do a bunch of show stuff over the next few weeks before the 100th. So I'm excited about the 100th episode. You heard? You need a La Petite OnlyFans hoodie? Yeah, you already know. Y'all already know. Dan, you already know that we gonna do that Jacquez. Oh, and it was his birthday. You should have saw his birthday special. His girl put up a post of him licking her face like from their OnlyFans 2 nights ago. It was inappropriate for my social media line. So I decided I was gonna wait to say something when I got on the show of Jacquez licking his girlfriend's teeth on my timeline.
I was doing what now?
you were licking.
I was doing what now?
You were licking her teeth on my timeline.
I was not doing no such thing.
Save it for your OnlyFans, La Petite.
That's the sneak peek so that people.
Oh, that's the sneak peek. That was the promo for the OnlyFans. That was the promo.
This is exactly why I always say that this is going to be my last show because I can't stand these guys.
Bro, you keep making promises you don't keep. We
I have a question. Where was my my birthday shout out from you guys? I didn't get one.
What are you talking about?
I didn't get a birthday shout out from you.
Did I wish you happy birthday?
No.
Nope. You wanted me to go on Facebook and create a post for you?
Yeah.
Don't act like a girl.
Happy birthday, my brother.
I made my girl do it. I'm gonna make everybody do it. Y'all don't love me. Don't say y'all love me if I don't get a post on Facebook.
Grown. If Facebook is how you prove love, that is the most ridiculous way for you to prove love I've ever heard. We are in our 30s. We are not children.
Mm-hmm. You're fired.
Please block me. I could care less.
Firing you. All right, and that's that. Okay, you're blocked from my so-called OnlyFans. You're
grow
blocked
up.
from everything.
If you made your girlfriend shout you out on Facebook, I need you to grow up.
Nope.
I apologize.
She got to shout me out on Facebook. Nope, she got to shout me out on Facebook.
And I apologize to her for you making her go on social media.
Yeah,
like
I'm making you. I made her do it. I'm making my mom do it. I'm making everybody do it. I don't care.
It's social media.
I don't care.
Like, what kind of validation are you seeking?
If I have, people that I don't even talk to that often, wishing me happy birthday, why can't y'all sit up there and give me a happy birthday shout out? I'm just saying.
Happy birthday.
What where do you seek this validation from?
I want validation from my friends that, say they love me because,
Oh, that's horrible. I need somebody in the chat to give Jacquez a hug because we're in our 30s. We are grown men.
Nah, I don't care. No, I want it on Facebook. I want it on Snapchat.
Absolutely not.
I want it on your OnlyFans. How about that? Okay, when you giving out, secret prayers and stuff. Like I want that too. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'll pray for you, but I'm definitely not posting to feed your ego happy birthday on Facebook.
Wow, because it's for my ego and not because you love me. Okay, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I see how I don't
post on Facebook for everybody I love. That's weird. Facebook is not validation of love.
Okay,
and I need you to understand that in real life.
Thing.
Didn't you make a post, like not that long ago about showing your validation for your love for your wife?
Oh, you comparing our brotherhood to my wife?
Yep. I want the same love. I want the same love.
That's hilarious.
I want the same love.
For those of you who are coming on the show right now, John is trying to be petty, I guess, tonight because he wants people to post on Facebook "Happy Birthday" to him.
Yeah,
and he's 33 years old. So
ain't nobody share my music.
It really comes across as childish.
Nobody shared my. Nobody shared it. Nobody shared my.
Did you wish me happy birthday on Facebook? The goal wish me happy birthday.
Humbug. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm dishing out. You know what? Everybody got signed an NDA. Everybody got signed an NDA. You all got signed NDAs.
Grow up.
No, all right. Y'all got signed NDAs.
If you made your girl post that post, she should take it down. Sis,
she already took it down. She took it down. Nope, she said she ain't gonna watch.
Okay.
There we go. Yep.
This is your fault. If you made her do that, that's weird, bro. You should apologize.
Nope. I ain't apologize for nothing. All y'all gotta post. You know, so wait,
Yeah,
if my mama don't give me a post either, then you know what? She cut off too. That's how I feel.
Your mother shouldn't give you a post either.
You know, my mom gonna give me a post. So everybody cut off. My mama, you know what I'm saying? My girl, you know what I'm saying? My daddy, everybody's cut off until I get a Facebook post. Okay, that's how I feel.
My dad wished me happy birthday once my entire life. He's not cut off. I still love him.
That's cool. Sin's gonna get cut off too. Sin's getting cut off. Sin.com's cut off.
Yeah, bro, just cut us all off because nobody's going on Facebook to wish you happy birthday to make you feel good.
I want a happy birthday post. I want to feel good. Okay, y'all ain't make me feel good. Ain't nobody. I got a whole bunch of people.
Hilarious. Facebook means too much to you, so we're just gonna. Yep. And we're also going to cancel, as Dark Kent said. Jaquez tried to also talk about his streams as an independent local artist would do and complain about streams, and we had to tell him to stop that too. I don't know what diva moment he tried to have with y'all tonight, but this is the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast, and we're here every Thursday night at 7:30-ish. And there's enough of y'all here, and we're ready to start the show. We don't want to hear Ja complain about his birthday, his music, nothing.
My humbug. I ain't tagged nobody
tonight. I'm definitely not.
See, Zope shouted me. Shout out to Zope. He shouted me out. How come y'all ain't shout me out?
Bro, this is a comment. I said happy birthday on a comment several times.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
That's nice.
I say Cap. I'm calling Cap.
That's nice.
All right, Captain America over here. Captain America over here.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Ready to start the show? I'm ready to start the show.
Let's get it.
I shared his little album that he got a sacrilegious song on. I said,
happy
birthday, congratulations. I shared the post. That's you not paying attention. Because Doc Kent liked me sharing it.
It's okay. You know, it's okay. You're right. We gonna make the show about me. So my album.
we have never done that ever in the history. Jaquez drops 4 old songs and 2.5-year-old songs. And once y'all celebrate this, he hasn't dropped an album since 2004. It's 2014.
I wasn't even rapping in 2004.
No, it might as well be 2014. Might as well be 2004. He dropped his last album 10 years ago, and here we are trying to celebrate this man's music.
Here comes the lies.
His ego on Facebook, and have to go stream his album. This is a wrestling show. I want to start the wrestling show. I'm not feeding Jaquez's ego. I don't even care.
No, I'm changing the color. You know what I'm saying? Because now my feelings is blue. There we go.
Now
we're normally here every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. ish. It is the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. You ready? Let's go.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
All right. How's everybody doing?
Yodels.
Okay, shut the fuck up. You want to know why? Because we are here.
I'm not.
Who the fuck you supposed to be? Jared Cena?
I'm not. You can't see me.
John Starr?
Yep. I like John Starr.
I bet. You should change your name to John Starr.
It would never happen.
That's crazy.
No yodels. There we go, Dan. There we go, Dan.
It's yodels, bro. Hashtag yodels.
No
I
yodels.
am Jaquez, aka Mr. NDA, aka the Quez tape is out now, volume 1. Make sure y'all go stream my music. You can click
Pop that shit.
the QR code right here. You know what I'm saying? Or you can let me just put it on the screen for you. Just right there for you guys. My album, my EP, Quest Tape Volume 1 is out now. All right, you guys kept pushing me to put out music, so there you go. It's on YouTube Music, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, which took freaking forever, Amazon Music, Tidal, Deezer, iHeartRadio, and so much more.
Dark Kent didn't even listen to your album yet, and I can only listen to the first 6 songs. So
there's only 5 songs on there.
There's 7 songs on there, isn't it?
It's 5.
5.
See,
5?
that's how I know he listened to it before you did.
I got it on the Apple Music.
No, obviously listen to it. Oh, my fault. So the first 4 songs is the only one.
Shout out to my girl.
Fire.
Who he made wish him happy birthday on Facebook. Child.
Hey, listen, she made me wish it, so payback. Ain't it crazy? Ain't it crazy? Okay. Yodels.
Yodels.
No yodels.
Right? No yodels. Oh man. So
you guys see
what would you like to talk about?
I mean, we seen the Rumble, baby. Let's go.
Start with the Rumble.
Huh?
What'd you say?
I'm telling Quest to jump to the end of whatever long show that he has prepared, and let's start with the Rumble.
We're gonna start with what I want to start with. How about that? Okay, first things we're gonna do is start by playing some music. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be my music.
In case anybody was wondering, he's definitely on one.
Oh,
The dude put out one project and he's acting Hollywood, and I think that's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying?
One project, 5 records.
And because of the way that you're acting, this is going to exactly reason why I will not be putting out no more music. There you go. I'll go take the project down. How about that? You want me to do that? You want to take it down?
You gotta do it for the love, though, man. You put out.
You know what I'm saying? No, it's okay. I got people like such as what's his face over here. You know what I'm saying? I'll just. It's okay.
You're acting like a diva.
Damn right.
Nothing to do with your music. It's your reaction to dropping said music.
I'm not dropping no more music. How about that? Just because you
sit there. If you're gonna act brand new no more, then that's fine. Whatever stops you from acting brand new.
Oh, so now I'm acting brand new because I want to have everybody go and check my music out.
Stop getting more. Thank you, Enforcer.
How about y'all do me a favor and make sure y'all go and check my music? All right, go check my music.
On the show all the time. We never
check my music.
QR code on the big screen. We played my music on here. Never have we mentioned it as much as Ja. It's never been my background of my box on the show. Jaquez is being a diva from 5 songs. And
wait. So what's that QR code go to that's in your background?
Anything on here? Do I have a picture of?
Where does that QR code go to, sir? No. Where does your QR code go to?
I dropped last year.
Okay, gotcha. Wait. I'm sorry. Let me not act brand new like I don't remember what we're supposed to do. All-star trigger alert. Okay, sir. When you have your album, your new one is coming out probably in like 2 weeks because you have every 3 weeks you drop 5 albums. You can put your QR code up there. I mean, you got a QR code. Don't you got a QR code? What's that in the corner over there under the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast? I just got the QR code to go to our link tree for the Wolfpack link tree. Is it? No? That goes to All-Star Music.
It says the Holy Heel.
Okay, gotcha.
Wolfpack logo.
I got nothing. Wait. Let me.
Picture has no Wolfpack logo.
Let me no. Let me just can I scan your code, sir? Can I scan your
Your
code?
album background has no Wolfpack logo.
No. It's okay. Here now, okay.
15 minutes of this show about you.
That's crazy. Oh, wait, let me see where this QR code goes to.
It's gonna go to
allstar.herenow.com, right? Oh, okay, got it. Okay. Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
Nah, you don't even have a logo, John. There's no Wolfpack. Nothing mentioned on your.
First off, you singling me out when we got Bob the Builder down here with his brick background, right?
He's technologically illiterate. We know that already.
Oh, so that's my fault. Okay, got it. You know what? Let's just get past this. Let's just get into some quick games real quick. Since, people want to start up with me. Nitpick with me. Singling me out. Man had a whole QR code since he started, but now all of a sudden want to talk about mine, right?
You singled yourself out. You did too to the album you put out 10 years ago. It was your QR code.
No, it was all my old music. It was my old music, okay?
Yeah. The last album you put out was 2014.
Why are you lying, sir?
I'm not. I didn't say single. I said album. The last full album you put out, 2014.
That's
and
a lie, but okay.
You know what's crazy is we were in the same studio then. That was a whole decade ago. That was a whole 10 years ago.
That wasn't even a project I was working on. So what are you talking about, sir?
I was just getting interviewed by Kent 10 years ago. I was probably getting my first.
You know that song where you was being blasphemous, right? Don't let me put that out. You gonna keep going with me? Keep going there.
You want to judge me for my past? That's wicked.
Wow!
Wicked. I didn't put that music out. I'm not dropping that music. You stand for something or you fall for anything. Later.
Black History Month. Happy Black History Month to everybody.
Let's go.
All right. Happy Black History Month. This is put out by WWE. It's crazy that there's more black people in, NXT than there is on the main roster. But hey.
There's only 2 of us on the show.
I thank you for acknowledging, my blackness.
No, me and Kent, 2 blacks and a Canadian. That's you, La Petite.
2 blacks and a Frenchman.
2 blacks,
2 blacks and the Bounty.
2 blacks and a Frenchie.
2 blacks.
I see 1 black.
2
okay. 1 Jonathan Coachman. 1 Jonathan Coachman.
Jonathan Coachman?
Bro,
yeah.
Bro, you look more Samoan than African American. Stop.
Okay, so acknowledge me then. And that's the case.
You're not at the head of the table. You're at the kiddie table. Talking about
Did you even make it to the table? Can your arms even stretch farther enough to even reach anything on the table? You gonna stop trying to come at me, okay?
Pushing John's buttons tonight because he was
Quest Tape Volume 1 out now. All right. Anyway,
pushing his buttons. He came on here acting like a diva.
WWE celebrates Black History Month with the 3 wrestlers that they have, on the main roster, and then like
there are more than 3 wrestlers on WWE's black wrestlers in WWE.
Is there?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, WWE's women division is ran by black women at the moment. So,
is it?
Absolutely. Bianca Belair, Jade, and now
no championship, and no championship.
A championship has to validate you. Mr. Right, happy birthday on Facebook. That's why you think you need a championship to be validated.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
I mean, it's okay to be a star without a championship, but then you're not technically doing anything. But
I don't need a championship.
A title doesn't make you a star.
Thank you, Kent.
So why do you need Cody to have one?
Because it just Cody's already a star.
No, he's not.
He's definitely a star.
What?
No, he's not.
Definitely a star.
Can we get into these games? So first things first.
Don't say things that are blatantly not true.
Okay, gotcha.
Superstar.
Cody's not black, so we're not going to talk about him in this Black History Moment segment.
What does being black have to do with anything?
We're talking about who's a
Black History Month started today. So, as part of our show, I will allow us to highlight 1 black wrestler each show. Okay? Who would you like to highlight, All-Star?
Your background is distracting. I would like to nominate Loki. I'm going with Loki. He's
He
half
black?
He's half,
He black?
he's half black.
Okay, gotcha. Dark Kid, who would you like to nominate?
For the
Or
first
Steve
week of
Black.
Black History Month, we're gonna go Ron Simmons. Great college football player, won the WCW title, first black, world champion.
Ron Simmons is what a white guy would say in your situation. It's the only black person you can say at that moment that like stands for everything. He's the first world heavyweight black champion, and
Why won't you kick off Black
he
History Month?
started the Nation of Domination.
That's not a bad pick. Ron Simmons was great.
And he has 2 moves: a clothesline and a spine buster. Shut up.
He won the heavyweight title when black people were not getting heavyweight.
More people know him as Farouk. So who's yours, Ja?
I'm gonna go with Athena, who was actually the winner of the best female in-ring wrestler of the year, according to
By who?
Fightful.
Oh, wait. Fightful is
Whoa.
credible. Fightful is credible now over here. We care.
Fightful's been incredible. What you talking about?
We care about Fightful.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Fightful chose the line of
we care
credibility.
about the exposed turnbuckle too. You're right. We care about everything.
Don't do that.
'Cause I think Athena won on exposed too. I think
No, she
won
didn't.
on-
I mean, I wouldn't know they have me blocked. So
I think she
Dr.
might have won
Cody
an award
Luther
over there.
King.
I haven't
That's
been over
Pharrell.
there in a while, but Athena is to wrestling what Thunder Rosa is. Someone from Texas who can go home.
So what we're not going to do is disrespect any black people on this show
If
for
you-
the month of Black History Month.
I am not disrespecting Athena.
You said for her to go home as if she's not an amazing talent.
No, but she could go home and do anything.
Shout out to that black woman who's holding it down.
She has gifts that we don't know about. She can know how to build things. She can be a whittler. She can whittle. We don't know what else she could do in life. Whatever her passions are, she should follow those outside of wrestling.
So you're hating.
No. I'm giving her a way out.
Why do you want to give her a way out? What does she need a way out for?
Man,
She's not Hamilton.
She's getting nothing from this. She has you as a fan, and she's held the most pointless female title in wrestling today for a very long time that nobody cares about. I'm sorry, y'all. Like why y'all come on here and y'all want to talk? And y'all always want to talk about Athena. Percy. You know what I think about when I hear Athena? I think of Percy Jackson. I think of Greek mythology.
Okay, so if I'm not allowed to highlight Athena for some strange reason because All Star doesn't like black women that wrestle all of a sudden, I'm going to go. It's okay, Corey. You didn't miss much other than All Star, crying and complaining about my choices. So if I'm not allowed to pick Athena, then you know what? I'll pick Mercedes Moné.
Oh, see, yeah.
Dude, the same girl that you trashed for an entire year.
First off, I have never trashed Mercedes Moné. The only thing I have ever said about her is that she has the body of an iPhone. That does not basically take away her in-ring ability, her promo game, or the fact that she is one of the best wrestling females on the planet.
So you body shamed her. She doesn't have a promo game because she has a list worse than Cody Rhodes.
No, she doesn't. Nobody has a list worse than Cody Rhodes.
Yes, Mercedes Moné does. And she has a Boston accent. And who likes a Boston accent?
No one.
Bro, what is wrong? Yo, you are like anti-everything.
Ladies and gents,
you're bizarre.
Fuck you,
archives and listen to Ja speak poorly of Mercedes.
No. Tell the truth. The only person I've ever spoke poorly of is that overrated whore known as Charlotte. Okay, and when he won't stop me from saying whore, but you say overrated. He'll stop me from saying overrated, but he won't stop me from saying whore simply because of the fact that she's on her third husband. Anyway, regardless of the fact is,
I'm gonna speak for me. You're not letting me. You're not gonna do me like Dark Kent and just go and give a rampage and think I'm not gonna sing. Like what is going on tonight? I don't care what's going. Like what are we talking about here? First of all, Charlotte isn't either one of those things. Charlotte was with her husband at the Royal Rumble. Backstage.
we can talk about that. I'm just saying, but
I don't care what order you have. Backstage with her knee brace on in support of her husband. You know who else was at the Royal Rumble together?
fuck Charlotte.
Trinity and her husband who came out.
Oh God, here we go.
Who both came out as
Sorry, y'all. I forgot.
No, stop it. Trinity and her husband both came out as number 2, which means they were synchronized. They were one. They both came out as the second person in their respective rumbles. Charlotte's backstage with her husband. Trinity and her husband are doing the number 2 thing. You know who wasn't there with their husband? You know who was backstage making people's outfits, making sure they look good, made Zelina Vega look like some cosplay character, but his wife wasn't there? Sasha Banks. Mercedes wasn't there. Mercedes, it's like a bad Austin Powers song. Mercedes wasn't there. She just wasn't there.
Shout out Mrs. Starr, and yes, the Royal Rumble was fire.
Are we done with the All-Star alert?
No, bro, you did it. You brought up Mercedes Moné on purpose, and then you tried to talk about Charlotte, who was actually supporting her husband, while Mercedes Moné was somewhere.
Can I get to my games? Can I get to my games?
Rumble.
You've just been rambling and can I get to my games? Thank you. So, first one. Who has the best theme music in wrestling? He really do.
Nope.
So who has the best theme music in wrestling?
Swerve.
Yeah, currently
Swerve. Garments.
But he's not up here. It's Black History Month, and you got 2 white guys and a Japanese.
So you act like I got this, like I made this picture. It clearly says Fightful right there.
It looks like the Percy Jackson show. It's got Edge, who plays the dude.
Okay, all right. You know what? Nitpick McGee over here.
If people want to know,
we're all gonna pick Swerve.
Yeah, Swerve.
Thank you very much, Dan. If people want to know why the energy is how it is tonight, it's because Ja's being a diva. His background's about his music. He came on here and talked about his music the first 20 minutes of the show, including the pre-show. And we finally just started talking about wrestling. And he started with Black History Month, and now he's throwing all of these white characters in our face as if it's not Black History.
Cody, Punk, 1, 2, 3, theme music, done.
You said Swerve, Cody, and CM Punk?
Yeah, Cult of Personality is a phenomenal song, even if it's not Punk's song. It's just a good song. Swerve, Cody, Punk, 1, 2, 3, theme music, done.
So over Kazi No Ray, over the Bullet Club Gold's music.
Yes.
Okay.
Swerve.
Over Randy Orton's I hear voices in my head.
Swerve, Shinsuke, EO, Cody, Punk.
I'll go Shinsuke.
Swerve, Shinsuke, EO, Cody, and Punk. Wow, that's a top 5. That's a top 5 right there. I'm gonna go with Swerve. I can't put EO up in there. I love her music. Trinity's back, so I'll put Naomi up in there.
Of course, you like the rainbow music.
Wow. You mad because you can't feel the glow?
There it is, Corey. Living Color is a black band. Correct.
There you go. That's not bad.
Black History Month. We're giving you facts for Black History Month.
How about this? Stephanie McMahon.
No.
Had a black woman. The queendom, let the kings bow down. No.
Can you remove the All-Star trigger alert and get to your next point?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I mean, you could. You could do it. You could do it. Okay. Next one up. Name a moment in wrestling that made you shed real tears. I'll start.
One on the screen.
Shout out to Lou Clarkson, who just subscribed to us on YouTube. You're gonna go with the one on the screen too?
No.
Okay. What wrestling moment made you shed real tears?
Well, what was that recently happened that made me?
What do you say, Mercedes and Bianca?
Nah, I didn't cry for that. No, it takes a lot for me to cry. I'm trying to remember if wrestling's ever made me cry. I don't think wrestling's ever made me cry. Owen Hart passing was sad, of course.
I was about to say, like, Eddie Guerrero.
Moment, like something that happened in a wrestling match. We're not talking about outside, like, things, right?
You could talk about whatever.
I think we're talking about in wrestling. Everybody went to someone dying because that's real and I get that. But I've never cried from a wrestling moment. Like Kent loves the New Day so much he cried. I'm sure Jaquez had a few moments he cried. He probably wet his pants when he won the title. Like I'm sure.
Go F yourself. I'm talking about when Eddie passed away.
See, that's real life stuff. That's not.
I'm talking about in storyline.
That's not wrestling story thing.
I mean, I can't really think of like something where it made me cry. Like, if we're not talking about actual in-ring action, like no.
I will say the Bloodline story in the beginning and somewhere in the middle, it did grab my emotions. Like it was a very good storytelling story. Like it did grip you at moments.
Okay.
So the Kofi moment, and before that, when Jeff Hardy won his first title versus Edge and Triple H, I was very.
This guy just be crying tears of joy all the time.
CM Punk came back. You was just like the other guy, right?
I mean, it was pretty close. I'm emotional, dude. What can you say? Next point.
All right. This is a hot take or pancake. Just for fun. Well, I can't even say hot take or pancake, but just for fun, because we know this ain't happening, even though it possibly could. If it were, what would be some WWE versus TNA wrestling matches you would like to see at a hypothetical Worlds Collide event?
Jordan Grace versus Becky Lynch. The man versus the man.
That's fucked up.
I thought you would at least say Jordan Grace and Ivy Nile, or Jordan Grace versus Shayna. Nope. Jordan Grace versus Bianca.
I want to see the man versus the man. I want to see Jordan Grace.
I got all right. Josh Alexander versus Seth Rollins. Oh no! Ooh, wait. Josh Alexander versus Chad Gable.
Josh Alexander versus anybody. That's unfair. Cody Rhodes. Josh Alexander. Like
I wouldn't want to see that.
You're just a Cody Rhodes hater, sir.
No. I just wouldn't want to see that. I'd rather see Cody versus Moose.
No, why?
I like Roman versus Moose.
There is nothing. Can I be honest?
Roman versus Moose?
No. Can I be very honest? And I'm not trying to hate or anything. I would take off my glasses, but I'm the holy heel and I do what I want. Like in all honesty, Moose is top 10 boring wrestlers in wrestling. The man is a snore fest. If you gave Apollo Crews the WWE Heavyweight Championship, it's going to be like Jinder Mahal boring on steroids.
But if we start talking about Jack Perry,
yeah,
and how boring he is.
Okay, I see what you're doing. Using him as a scapegoat for Moose.
So here we go. Here we go.
That's
so you will downplay the black man for a Jungle Tarzan nigga. That's what you're telling me.
Use him as a scapegoat for Moose. I got you.
Wow.
Got you. Yes, wow. baby. Moose is actually the TNA World Champion right now for a moment until Dolph Ziggler, Nick, whatever his name is, takes it from him.
The hate is always real with you.
Do a WWE versus TNA Worlds Collide type of thing because the TNA talent would get buried.
Oh, Dragon Lee versus Rich Swann.
Ooh, that would actually be fire. That would be fire. Matter of fact, wait. I got one better for you. Dragon Lee versus Ace Austin.
Carmelo.
I would want to see both matches.
Even another one I know you will definitely agree is Dragon Lee versus Trey.
The Creed brothers versus the Rascals.
Ooh.
The style clash would be crazy.
That would not be bad. That definitely would not be bad. I'll give that one to you. If I can just throw it out there as for a women's match, I wouldn't mind seeing Jade versus Jordan Grace.
Alexander versus Gunther is a good one.
Ooh, who said that? Kendall, that's cooking. You cooking with that one. You definitely cooking with that one.
I don't know, because it would be a great match, but Gunther's going over. There is no one in TNA. That's the thing about TNA. Their top star power is Dolph Ziggler at the moment, and that's not really like a top.
That's why they could never do it because the TNA talent wouldn't be winning the matches. I don't believe.
Actually, Jordan Grace might be their top dude on the roster.
You're bugging. I do want to say this. Do you want to admit for the fact that Jordan Grace coming out there basically outworking a lot of the fucking people that was in the Women's Royal Rumble?
She did phenomenal.
No, Jordan Grace did her thing.
I'm just saying. You have people that's been in WWE for dumb long, and you got outworked by someone who just came in for one time.
You see, but here's the thing: nobody's knocking Jordan Grace, and I didn't think anybody but one person was terrible in the Royal Rumble, and we all know who that is. Nobody was. Only one female was terrible in that match, and when I say terrible, I mean terrible. And
we're gonna have to go through it. I just want to know who. But let's move on. Another hot take of Pancake. Someone said January 27th was a bad night for Tony Khan and no one else. Certainly not another wrestling promoter. Hot take of Pancake.
I mean, definitely a hot take. You saw a lot of your big stars just somewhere else putting in work. Like, yeah.
Here's what I'm tired of, right? I'm tired of us acting as if we want the Vince McMahon news to affect our wrestling. Because I don't. I don't want the Vince McMahon news to affect my wrestling. It's not important. It is unimportant. If we're talking about wrestling, Tony Khan had the worst night because he watched his top people just go out there and get all these people to watch this show. And the Women's Rumble was excellent. I don't care what anyone says. It was excellent. Now I understand Vince McMahon was WWF. And his shadow will always linger. But either we're going to talk about wrestling or we're going to talk about business. And if we're talking about business and legalities, okay, let's talk about Vince McMahon. If we're talking about wrestling, don't ask me about Vince McMahon. I don't care what they said in the press conference. The Vince McMahon trial wasn't what they were there to talk about. It was the Royal Rumble. I'm tired of the Vince McMahon stuff and everybody being judged that they're not talking about Vince McMahon. Wrestling has to keep going. WWE is going to keep going.
Agreed. There was Slim Jim was going to pull out of Rumble. Slim Jim was still right there. They kept their sponsorship.
I guess I don't have everything set up, so y'all run the show. Damn, anyway. This is from Wrestling World. Someone says his top 10 of all-time wrestlers: Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, John Cena, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, The Rock, Bret Hart, Randy Orton, Triple H, and Roman Reigns. This is an absolute pancake.
Top 10s right now, we'd be here for the entire show.
That to me, this is an absolute pancake.
So how is it a pancake? Everybody in his list, someone has in their top 10.
And
I
don't know who really has Triple H in their top 10, but God bless.
There are a lot of people who like Triple H, bro.
People out there do like Triple H, but nobody's top 10 is a pancake because everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
It's a pancake. It's a pancake. I'm calling it a pancake. All right, let's just go on to ESPN's. ESPN has ranked which wrestler will have the best 2024 performance based on drawing power, popularity, skills, and roster position. Number 1, Roman Reigns. Number 2, Cody Rhodes. Number 3, MJF. Number 4, Seth Rollins. Number 5, Jey Uso. Number 6, CM Punk. Number 7, Will Ospreay. Number 8, Rhea Ripley. Number 9, Mercedes Moné. And number 10, Gunther. Jack Perry is no longer on that list. Nowhere on that list.
Well, he used to be on that list?
Nope.
So why did you bring up Jack Perry?
Just wanted to put it out there.
Oh, okay. Davina said your attitude's a pancake tonight. It's a whole pancake.
I'm on one.
No one said anything about Jack. Moose also isn't on this list, so it doesn't matter. MJF is way too high on this list. The momentum is gone. It has left the building with Elvis.
Seth might be taking a hiatus after Mania, correct?
Most likely.
So being at 4 is kind of high for Seth. Punk, who knows with Punk?
The Uso fandom is going to die down soon. We could drop him too. Will Ospreay is going to pick up. Mercedes Moné is always going to be a topic of conversation.
And Roman's taking a hiatus after Mania as well.
Gunther's going to pick up. So really what it looks like is Cody, Gunther, Rhea, Will, Mercedes, and then keep going.
I think Swerve's going to be in there, hopefully sooner rather than later as well.
That's why I was like, I don't know why Swerve's not up there.
Because I keep trying to tell y'all the Swerve effect that's going on, bro. If Hangman beats Swerve in this third match, they are extinguishing his fire. They might as well blow his flame out.
There's no way they put Hangman over Swerve.
I feel it. That's why it's the type of match it is. I feel it, bro.
Hot take a pancake. Someone said hot take. They're really in a hot take. NWO clears DX in every way.
Yes.
It's close.
Really?
Yes.
The original NWO,
except for production. Here's the thing: WWF has always been ahead of the game in production because of the sponsors and the money. They've always been ahead of the game in production. So DX, production-wise, even though DX stole the whole "when I come out, we're going to change the screen and it's going to shake." It wasn't black and white; it was green and black, and it was the same thing. It was the same motif when DX first started. So did they take a lot from NWO? Yes, they did. Were Triple H and Shawn Michaels entertaining? Absolutely, 100,000% entertaining and filled their roles. The NWO started something even bigger. And to be honest, Shawn Michaels, who may have never left WWF because he was one of Vince McMahon's boys, and that's a whole thing that we're not going to get into right now. The fact that he never left only means he wasn't in an NWO, because Shawn Michaels is the Clique, and the Clique is what started the NWO. The idea of the NWO, the thought of the NWO, it stems from the Clique. So there is no NWO without the Clique. Hulk Hogan forced his way into that the way he forced his way into everything in wrestling because he was Hulk Hogan.
DX was cool for longer than the NWO. The NWO was only cool for 2 years if you really think about it. After Starrcade '97, after Sting beat Hogan, they started adding everybody to the group, and it became corny real quick.
No, I don't think Mercedes is going back to WWE because Vince isn't there. That was her daddy.
All right, so the elimination traditionally has 6 competitors. If WWE filled those spots with the final 6 from the past weekend's Royal Rumble, this is what it would look like. Do you think that these women should be in the Elimination Chamber?
That would be a crazy Elimination Chamber match.
Yes.
What is it for? For number one contendership or something?
I mean, we don't even know at this point, because what does the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view actually have?
I just want to say something. The women are over. The women are over right now. Yes, I want to see it. I want to see all of them except for Natalya. I've never been a Natalya fan, so what?
Whoever Bayley doesn't pick, the Chamber is number one contender for the other belt.
We know that Bayley is definitely picking Io.
Correct.
Yeah, we know that.
So you have Jade, Becky, Bianca, Liv, Naomi, and Tiffany Stratton.
Woo! Tiffany Stratton, let's go.
An Elimination Chamber match. Now, who does that benefit? If you have these, it definitely is going to kill Jade's momentum.
What? It's not going to kill anybody.
She's not going to win. She's not going to win. You know Jade's not winning this.
Why wouldn't she?
Realistically, I think they put Nia in the match and not Tiffany, if I had to guess.
Oh, yeah, agreed.
I would no. I don't think so, because I feel like Nia is going to go against Rhea at the Elimination Chamber.
She is.
Okay. If they do Nia versus Rhea at the Chamber, then Nia would be out.
So the only other person who will win it would be Becky.
No, I see Jade winning. Because she has to go against the champion at WrestleMania.
You're going to put Jade in the WrestleMania main event right now?
No, they're not doing that. They're not doing that.
Chamber, the way they've used the Elimination Chamber for the women is this. When Shayna Baszler was to go on to face the champion, they had to come into the Elimination Chamber and dominate. She was knocking, literally sleeper holding girls out in the fastest time period. When Nia Jax was supposed to win, they had to come out and dominate. If you want Jade to show and prove, let her come out and dominate. That's what the Elimination Chamber's for.
I just don't think they put Jade in a title match this early.
They don't have to. They don't have to. Jade versus Bianca is a main event without a title.
Exactly.
Okay. The picture that went viral from the Royal Rumble alone. One picture. One picture.
When they went face to face, the crowd went crazy, and you could feel the tension. It was legit. That's a money match.
Money.
All right. So, for those that don't know, Seth Rollins was cut from the Captain America movie.
Oh, well.
No big deal. I'm sure he would have been in it for 30 seconds anyway.
Yeah, oh, well.
I don't think anybody really cared.
Edge is Percy Jackson, for those who don't know.
He's what?
Edge plays Ares in the new Percy Jackson movie on Disney Plus.
I mean, I know that, but, what else is new?
And it's fire. And the series is fire for those who know of Percy Jackson. It's fire.
I've never watched anything with Percy Jackson before, but,
It's fire. Greek mythology, just the stories are fire.
Okay. Before I get into this, though, I forgot to ask. Hot Take a Pancake admitted without this commentary team, we can't enjoy their legendary matches.
I'm not going to admit that. I'm going to admit that they were the best commentary team of all time.
And they added a lot to the matches.
Without a doubt.
Think so?
Still classics, but they added a lot.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to move something real quick. All right, so now with that being said, like I was saying before, this was at Bianca and Montez's Love in WWE red carpet premiere. And as you can see, this was Black Excellence all around. So shout out to everybody that was there.
It's so smart of WWE to drop this show during Black History Month / Valentine's Day.
Absolutely.
Have all the black people be at the event. Like, the marketing is, ooh-wee.
You're going to get crazy viewers.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out for exploiting our blackness once again. We love you, WWE.
No,
Thank you.
or letting it shine. You just said Black Excellence. We still shining.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what they try to do. We still shine.
But we're shining, for the time being. But anyway, more pictures of Bianca at the show, and I was just trying to. I don't want to be messy, but that belly looking kind of a little round.
I just want to let you know something, John. You got to be careful with women because they get blown.
I know. But
there is not one woman that has made these allegations. You a man, are attempting to make right now. So I just would chill. I would chill.
That's something I'm going to speak on.
Yeah, I would chill.
I think Bianca Belair is pregnant. I said it. Okay, I think she may be, but time will tell with the show. Time will tell with the show.
She's still wrestling.
So was Becky Lynch.
The Rumble.
So was Becky Lynch.
No, she did not.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. No. So was Carmella.
Found out she was pregnant. She didn't know she was pregnant.
So was Brandy Rhodes.
This guy's bugging.
I'm going no comment on this.
This guy's bugging.
Well, shout out to Bianca and Montez. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to watching this show. Charlotte was backstage to support her husband.
Holding her man down how a wife does.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. My wife is in the chat right now, holding her man down how a wife does. She didn't even know this was going to happen. Charlotte was in the background, holding her man down how a wife does. Trinity came out number 2, along with her husband, holding her man down how a wife does. Linda McMahon has not said a mumbling word to the media, holding her man down how a wife does. But let me tell you who ain't said nothing about their husband, who did a whole photo shoot. Did y'all see the photo shoot? She did a whole photo shoot. Made y'all think she was coming to the WWE. Did a whole scantily clad photo shoot. How come she's able to be scantily clad when she's supposed to be a whole wife out here? A whole wife out here in these streets. My camera got me blurry because and now I feel like her husband. Like, y'all can barely see who I am. You can barely identify the person that I am because I'm never seen because people don't talk about me. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I'll fix my camera. Continue what you were doing.
Okay, so that was your All-Star trigger alert. Okay, brought to you by Jared All-Star, the Holy Heel. By the way, we do want to just sit there and also say happy belated birthday to Mercedes Moné, who's also an Aquarius, you know, so shout out to her, you know.
Happy birthday, Mercedes.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So some quick news. Apparently, as we found out on Dynamite, that apparently Tony Khan has some big announcement next week.
He always has a big announcement.
It'd be that fucking big.
What will be Tony Khan's big announcement next week?
I don't care, bro.
I don't care.
I don't think any of his big announcements have been big announcements. I've hated all of his announcements.
So the news apparently is that Okada's merchandise was taken off of Pro Wrestling Tees, but this came from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Don't know what that means. We'll leave it at that. We also found out that Mercedes Moné is expected to appear in AEW in March.
That's what's up.
So everyone is leaning towards the fact of this right here.
Here's what I don't want her to do. I don't want Mercedes to show up and steal Tony Storm's sunshine. Tony Storm is the most entertaining superstar in AEW at the moment. And then right behind her are the Grown Bucks. The Grown Bucks have become a joy for me on Wednesdays.
But Swerve is 3.
But Tony Storm, weird. But Swerve is real. Swerve isn't a gimmick. He's not pushing a character. He's coming out. He's just fighting. So I'm not giving him entertaining in that way. He's wrestling his butt off. But yeah, he's the best wrestler they have at the moment. But they've been doing him shady, and I don't think he's going to lose the Hangman. But y'all watch and see. I don't want Mercedes to take Tony's thunder. I don't want her to steal her thunder. Get it, Thunderstorm? I don't want her to steal her thunder.
Shut up. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up.
You don't want her to steal her thunder.
Your favorite tag team that was only a tag team for like a month,
My
right?
favorite tag team. Oh yeah, she's going to run Tony Khan. Mercedes Moné is going to have Tony Khan eating out her hand. She's going to be engaged to that man in 5 years.
She has a husband.
Bro, where?
Okay. Anyway, so AEW had planned to announce the signing of Okada and Mercedes last Saturday, but they opted to delay it due to the overwhelming focus on the Vince McMahon news. AEW acknowledged that unveiling the news amid the Vince McMahon controversy might overshadow their announcement. Instead, they have scheduled Tony Khan to make a big announcement on next week's AEW Dynamite to ensure the spotlight is on their news. It will still have stole the headlines of Royal Rumble Day and taken the narrative, but whatever.
Who's announcing this? Dave Meltzer?
Yeah, but this is apparently going to be the news.
Oh yeah, that's Mercedes written all over it.
The statement, really, the statement at TD Garden live Wednesday.
What in Boston? Yeah.
Hometown.
Shout out to Mercedes joining AEW. It's big for their roster. It doesn't do much for Tony Storm, and I love Tony Storm. I need her to shine.
Ja, real quick, didn't you say that they took Okada's merch off of Pro Wrestling Tees?
That's what was reported.
Pro Wrestling Tees is an AEW affiliate. So wouldn't they just leave it on there?
Yeah, that's a good point. Also, Ethan,
Pro Wrestling Tees works outside of just AEW as well.
They do,
I
but
think
they
they just took him
with AEW.
But I believe this was his New Japan Pro Wrestling stuff.
Oh, so it's just new merch coming.
Yeah.
They should not give Mercedes the TBS Championship because then the TBS Championship becomes the NXT North American Championship, and basically it becomes the Black Girl / Guy Championship.
And Mercedes is kind of above a mid-card title, I guess.
You only say that because of Nyla Rose, aren't you?
And why do we have to give her a title if she gets there? Mercedes can just wrestle without a title. She doesn't need a title. She's already a superstar.
Ay. Okay, whatever you say, sir. By the way, for those who don't know, we basically found out we have a whole brand new commentary team on Raw. The new commentary team will consist for SmackDown will be Wade Barrett and Corey Graves.
Man, SmackDown has so much faith in Roman Reigns that they don't care who they have do their commentary.
Y'all got rid of Michael Cole for Corey Graves and Wade Barrett.
Wait, so Michael Cole is with Pat McCaffrey on Raw?
Yeah,
Yes, he is.
So
Yes.
they have the best commentary team on Raw.
Yes.
And then they threw the leftovers on SmackDown. That is
Yes.
But the whole thing was they have to keep Cole and McAfee together because they have the.
No, you know what? Let's trade Booker T for who's the B on the team you just announced for Wade Barrett. Send Wade back to NXT. He was good on NXT, and let's give Booker T Fox. Let's let him scream prime time on Channel 5.
I think WWE's
What?
Booker T on.
If
I
Trick
like
gets
it.
moved up, Booker T should get moved up.
Well, breaking news for you guys. Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, and Braun Breaker will be on SmackDown tomorrow.
Not breaking news for me. I do this.
So that's so you know, it's looking like they will be SmackDown.
SmackDown is obviously the B show. Raw is on Netflix. Raw is gonna have no commercials. Raw is becoming it already was the biggest wrestling show, but now they just flexing. Now it's just out of hand. And all the superstars they're letting stay on Raw because it's 3 hours. So now we're getting all the fire superstars, and oh man, Raw is just a delight.
I mean, we had that, but we had Kevin Patrick, and he was trash. So
if they added a third person, it would have to be Corey Graves, but then they have nobody to be the point person on SmackDown.
that's true.
Yeah, Corey Graves.
Congratulations to Gunther, who is now 601 days as the Intercontinental Champion. Rhea Ripley is now 300 days as the World Champion for the women. So shout out to both of them.
Excellent job. And I'm not even going to front. I know it's Black History Month. Rhea's title reign has felt better than Bianca's.
Bianca defended that title way more than Rhea.
The only thing that I'll say with Rhea's title reign is that every one of her matches is obvious she's not losing. Like there's no sense of suspense with any of her title matches.
Get him, sis.
No, there is no sense of suspense. But with Bianca, I didn't feel like there was. Her and Io match towards the end, yeah. But other than that, like, it was all squashes for me too. So
I feel like Bianca had a few matches where you thought she had the possibility of losing.
now, I will say Rhea does have a bonus. She did have Dark Order 2.0 that helped build her character and put her where it helped put her. So because of that bonus little push, and Dominic getting so much heat that he got being connected to her, she had a lot of things fall into place wonderfully that helped keep her as a top superstar without having the amount of matches. She was a victim of great favor.
And she's basically the leader of a male faction right now. Right?
Apparently MJF just got done wrapping up a comedy film called Floaters.
Boo.
So shout out to MJF, who, you know.
Boo. And Burberry doesn't make pink. Boo.
Why are you hating on?
You got the Fugazi on?
He got the Fugazi on.
Oh my goodness. So Roman Reigns versus The Rock is still happening this year.
Okay.
Let's just hope they're gonna do Fast and the Furious in space or bring back Baller.
It's not happening.
Black Adam.
It's not happening.
Or maybe it'll happen as like the end credit scene of Hobbs vs. Shaw. Like Roman comes out, ding, 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 and they just wrestle real quick. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like it'll probably be a straight to Netflix movie anyway.
Listen,
It'll probably be a straight to Netflix movie anyway.
Y'all can say whatever you want. I'm still looking at WrestleMania for that match.
I bet you are.
It's listen. We're gonna have to talk about Seth pulling your boy's card though, so I'm just gonna put that out there.
You got way too hype about that, by the way.
I did because it's what I've been saying for dumb long. All right, shout out to everybody that was watching us on Instagram. We are now off of the gram. I'm trying to wait for this thing to pop up. I don't know why it's taking so long. Instagram has disconnected. Yes, we know. All right. So anyway, Matt Riddle came out and said, if CM Punk can come back, there's definitely a possibility I can come back.
Nope.
I'm gonna say probably not.
Nope. He's on the Velveteen Dream list. Not happening ever. Nope.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's a headache. Here's the thing. When Shawn Michaels was doing what they're doing, it was different because there was no social media. There weren't cameras all the time. True. Shawn Michaels could be the druggy.
You know what? I don't feel like going on Twitch. I'm going to put this on my regular Facebook.
The top star in the business at the time. Riddle doesn't have that cachet.
No, he does not. No, he does not.
So now we're on my actual Facebook. We're live. I'm not even going on Twitch.
Of course we are. Ego-driven John tonight.
You're damn right. I'm not going on Twitch tonight, guys. Sorry.
The diva that is John.
It's Facebook and YouTube only today. Okay? That's how we gonna do it. Sick and tired of y'all. All right? Y'all gonna learn today. All right? Go stream my music. Anyway. So let's get back into this WWE shit. So this hat came out right after the whole news that we was talking about before. As regards
to all you people who were celebrating while you were thinking WWE was crumbling because of what one man did. Y'all wanted everybody's careers to end. You wanted WWE to close. You wanted wrestlers to have to go to AEW, TNA, and CMLL, and everywhere else. You didn't want no more WWE because everybody was so excited to share the news. Oh, sponsors are backing out. Oh my gosh, WWE is having such a week. Oh my gosh. No, Vince McMahon is having such a week. Vince McMahon lost his job. Vince McMahon is a creep. Vince McMahon is everything under the sun that is wrong with being the victim of wealth, and that is Vince McMahon's problem. I want the WWE like I want AEW, like I want TNA, like I want MLW to prosper is the same way I want WWE to prosper, you haters.
So people are hating because they wanted Vince McMahon and everybody else that's been under Vince McMahon out of the fucking company?
That has nothing to do with the Royal Rumble. That has nothing to do with one.
It had nothing to do with the Royal Rumble.
No, it has nothing to do with one thing.
Really?
To lose its sponsorship, which in turn makes the company begin to die.
Okay, let me just say this.
Why? That's why Kevin Dunn quit.
Thank you. Thank you. Remember, we reported it and talked about it that Kevin Dunn had quit. And I was like, why?
Of course.
We're trying to figure out why.
Nobody's saying they weren't wrong, but why does this have to eclipse the fact that we want to see wrestling? Why does it have to tie into the other? Why can't we speak about Vince separately from the Royal Rumble? The same way Slim Jim did. When Vince left the company, what did Slim Jim do? Not pull out from the Royal Rumble.
They were right back on it.
But people wanted Slim Jim to pull out from the Royal Rumble because of what Vince McMahon did. But that has nothing to do with the current roster, the current way the company, the direction the company is headed in. Has nothing to do with that. They've been trying to get rid of Vince. Nobody likes Vince. We already knew we don't like Vince.
That's very true. Because Vince was out, he power moved his way back in.
Stop.
And now he's back out.
Stop,
okay.
Man.
Okay. Heard you. Let's just put this out there real quick. Okay. That's bullshit. Granted, we know for a fact the man was not leaving whatsoever. They needed sponsors to start dropping. That was the only fucking way that they was going to get rid of this man. And you know that for a fact. Let's not fucking sugarcoat shit. Let's not sugarcoat nothing, bro. You know for a fact if Vince was still there, these sponsors would end up being pulled out. And that's the only way.
Do you think WWE should suffer for what Vince McMahon did?
I'm sorry. And what way are we talking about?
Do you think WWE should suffer financially, which in return hurts its roster, which in return takes jobs away from superstars from a sport that we enjoy watching? Do you want WWE to suffer because of what Vince McMahon did?
Yes.
I'm done with this conversation. I will not say anything else to you about this ever again. Understand that.
If that's the case, then yes. You want to know why I feel that way? Because it's already been done. It's already been done.
Okay.
Because the fact is, he took the money from the WWE and was using the people's money to go fund his shit. We talked about that last year when the allegations first came out where he was doing stuff. You know that. You know that. So I don't know why we're sitting here acting like him and WWE ain't coinciding with each other. The man has literally took his position in WWE and used it to his advantage. So we cannot sit there and act like WWE is not going to suffer from this. We cannot. Because as a matter of fact, you know what? They probably won't suffer from it.
I asked you if WWE was going to suffer. I asked you if you want WWE to suffer because of Vince does. And you said yes.
I think they're going to suffer regardless.
And a WWE
you said yes.
But what? Yeah, I do. You want to know why I said that, though? Because, quite frankly, they're not going to either I say it or not. Because of the fans. They're going to basically bypass all this and act like it doesn't even freaking matter like they always do. Like they always do. And these are the same people that let R. Kelly get away with the shit that he did. Same people. Same mindset. So granted, if WWE has to suffer in order for this man to be eradicated from WWE, then so be it.
The man doesn't work for WWE.
He is the WWE.
He is not. WWE is still functioning, and Vince McMahon in no way, shape, or form is now connected to this company, and it still exists. And he is not the company. You and other fans are making him the company by wanting him to suffer because you have this cancel culture, off of his head mentality for some reason that I do not care for, that I particularly do not watch wrestling for. I do not care if Vince McMahon goes down or not. I understand he is a savage. I understand he could be everything, a pedophile, disgusting person, a creep, and he should pay for that. Karma will catch up to him. I do not want a company or a sport or any athlete to suffer for the sins of one person. If that is your stance, then let that be your stance. But don't try to convince me of anything different.
Like I said,
well said.
I stand with what I say. I don't care how anybody feels about it.
What you say is quite frankly ridiculous.
How? How?
And it sounds like all the trolls you get mad at on wrestling pages.
No, I don't. It really don't. It really don't. You want to know why I don't?
You have the popular wrestling troll opinion right now.
So, because I feel like the company, regardless, is going to basically suffer regardless. Because y'all love trying to sit there and say, well, Vince McMahon's not that. Bro, we heard this last year. We heard the same shit last year.
And the company still didn't suffer. And the company had crazy returns. Still didn't suffer.
Crazy returns from what?
It still had a high income wise. Dark Kent, am I correct about WWE finances?
WWE is at its peak revenue wise.
I don't give a fuck about the money that they have coming in.
What are you talking? You said business. You said it. So then that's money.
I don't care about their money that they have coming in because people are going to basically fund into bullshit regardless. We know what the fuck has happened in that damn company. We know what has happened in that company. I'm not gonna sit here and basically act as if just because TKO Group came and took this shit from these people, as if these motherfuckers wasn't doing shit before they came there. The man got away with shit for years, bro. Decades.
That's not the roster's fault. That's not our fault.
I don't get two shits about the fucking roster.
And that's the problem. You're not caring about nobody else's life. And that's why you sound like the rest of the idiots that have this stance. That makes no sense to me. Because you're not considering nobody else. You want everybody to punish and burn. For
how am I not considering anybody else? Y'all motherfuckers ain't even considering the fucking victims. Nobody has fucking considered the victims.
Nobody said Vince McMahon shouldn't be punished. You said you expect the entire company
to
suffer for what Vince did.
For one sponsor? They did this shit to get Vince out of there. Let's keep it 100. People need to back the fuck out of the company in order to fucking get a fucking change. Vince is gone now. Vince is gone. And we all be fucking happy that Vince McMahon is no longer part of WWE. Yes or no?
Yes.
You still think WWE should suffer for Vince McMahon?
No. What we're trying to say is that Vince McMahon should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of whatever. But everybody else, the company outside of what Vince did, shouldn't fall off.
Okay, so what about the people that was involved? They're still there at the company. Should they not suffer, or yes or no?
The people that knew about it, absolutely.
Okay, gotcha. So that's what I'm talking about. You still had people in the company that fucking knew. You still had people that said that they was hiding the shit. End the story. They should be gone.
And I'm sure they will be in due time.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I thought Vince was going to be gone, completely, but he came back. But we're going to bypass this shit because whenever we talk about shit like this, it's always some bullshit with y'all. So it is what it is. Like I said,
don't ever act like it's not yourself. We're not sitting here and doing that. I don't care what you say. We're not doing that.
Right, sure. This is exactly what it is. But
with us, like our opinion is so far fetched because we don't agree with you. People are not going to agree with you all the time, Joe.
And I'm not going to agree with y'all shit. So if I feel how I feel about the WWE, and I feel like if they need to basically lose sponsors,
you don't agree. I'm not sitting here saying your stuff, you're this, you're that. I'm not talking to you like that. So either you're going to respect me, or I'll just leave.
Y'all not respecting anything I'm saying.
We are
because we don't agree with it. Because we don't agree with it.
So we're finna find. We won't talk about Vince McMahon anymore on the show because you guys basically feel how you feel about him, and because you feel like because he's out of the company, we won't talk about him anymore.
The fact that you said WWE should suffer for what Vince McMahon did. Nobody's sticking up for Vince, Ja. Nobody's saying we're sticking up for Vince, Ja.
WWE should suffer until they get rid of Vince, and they got rid of him. That's where I stand at. They needed to lose sponsors. They need to do all that other stuff until they get them to wake up.
That's not.
It finally happened.
You said WWE should suffer for what Vince did. I asked you clearly. That was your clear answer. That's why we are here right now.
Okay. Well, I'm standing with what I said. WWE should suffer as long as they're going to keep Vince around and keep him involved.
Stand on that.
Yes.
So, as y'all probably know, he resigned, but we can't talk about that anymore. Vince McMahon is now erased from the WWE. They basically took him out of the intro and all that other stuff. So since we can't talk about that, Ronda Rousey said Bruce Pritchard is basically Vince's avatar. If he's still around, Vince still has a hand in the business. We all know that because Vince was still running things through Bruce when he was gone. But
I'm sure Bruce Pritchard's days are numbered.
After what we've learned in the past 24 hours, I really want to know what was in that damn lockbox Shane had in 2016. Scary fact about the Vince allegations with Janelle Grant. This is just one NDA. Vince paid $19 million in NDAs, and Janelle Grant was supposedly only $1 million annually. There's a NDA for $7 million that we don't know details about. If the $1 million NDA was this graphic, imagine how bad the other NDAs must be. But
Crazy.
Nobody needs to suffer. Nikki,
I'm out, bro, because you ain't gonna be a jerk this whole time. I'm done.
I'll stop being a jerk. I just feel some type of way.
I'm done. I don't care. And then you feel some type of way outside of the show. Because you're not going to take my words and make it feel like I'm trying to defend Vince McMahon.
I didn't say you, Vince. I never said you're defending Vince McMahon.
You got an entire company and all.
Never say he's defending Vince McMahon, but whatever. So, Nikki and Bree, we are shocked and disheartened with the recent allegations against members of... Man, like I said, I never said you were defending Vince McMahon. But y'all sitting there saying that, because I said the words that WWE should suffer because of what Vince McMahon did. I'm standing on that. I'm not talking about the fucking roster, the wrestlers, or whatever. I'm talking about the company themselves.
About the entire company. What don't you understand it?
And that's because the entire company is still involved.
Time out, Josh.
A lot of people in the company knew.
Okay, Josh, let me give you an example. So I work for a company. Let's say that one of my coworkers does some extra grimy shit. Should the entire company go belly up and I should be out of a job because somebody that I work with fucked up? Or should the person who did wrong face the consequences of their actions?
Including the people that also knew that what he was doing, right?
The people that were in on it should go too, but the entire company shouldn't go.
Okay. The person, do they work for the company or do they own the company?
Vince McMahon did not own WWE when these last allegations came out. And everybody's so excited about people dropping out and things were looking bad. And everybody's excited about injuries because everybody wants to be WWE haters because it's the popular thing to do amongst y'all community. I don't
At what point do you see that?
I don't have time for that.
At what point do you see that?
That's the conversation we're having right now.
So let's talk about it. These allegations stem from 2019.
For what Vince McMahon did.
Wait. Vince McMahon was in charge of the company in 2019, correct? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So this all happened in 2019. Okay, when he was still there. TKO didn't take over until when? Last year, correct? Just wanted to double check. They took over last year, right? Okay, then. But when did the allegations come out? Last year, correct? Right before this whole so-called TKO thing happened. So all of this was part of that whole investigation team. Remember what we talked about last week when we talked about who was a part of that investigation team and these people that knew this stuff? Like I said, the WWE, the company, the actual people that's a part of the board and all that, they're all as guilty as Vince McMahon.
Because, just to add to your point, we did mention this last week, that internal investigations by companies are 99% bullshit because their job is to protect the company, right? So we did mention the fact that any internal investigation is a lie, and that, yes, the people who were with Vince and who had wind of what was going on, they should all be prosecuted or whatever, what have you. But the people who had nothing to do with it and are doing their jobs and presenting great wrestling every week, let them live. That's all.
It's sick. I get we all want justice for these victims, but at what point do we stop respecting them for views and videos? I get it. Nobody wants to talk about this stuff because everyone feels like it's clickbait, right? But here's the thing. How often did this stuff just basically get swept under the rug and not talked about? It seems like anytime this type of shit happens, it's always swept under the fucking rug when it comes to those people. I don't know why. I wonder why. But you know, we'll bypass all that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want there to be any more arguing going on. You know what I'm saying? You feel how you feel. I feel how I feel. I honestly think that everyone that's involved should get basically dealt justice.
Nobody didn't say they agree with that. And that's the problem. You keep standing on whatever point you have and then acting like everybody's on some other side. When all we're saying is your scope of feeling as if an entire company, not everyone involved, an entire company that has employees, that has workers, that will suffer from all of this, should suffer because of what Vince McMahon and these horrible people did in these horrible instances. From 1980 till now. Doesn't even have to be 2019. We get it. There's a good old boys club in every single old business in America. We don't have time to go through that. The point is there are innocent people involved. An entire company suffering mean that innocent people and their families suffer too.
Hey, you may say that, but outside of what you're saying, other people don't feel that way. And a lot of people are still victim bashing and basically blaming the victim still.
No, that ain't us.
So, my whole thing is, I stand with what I said. I feel as if until things are done correctly and these people that are still there, because like I said, it's not just Vince, and we know that it's not just Vince. Until all of these people are gone, they should lose every single fucking sponsor. Now, it so happens it was only one. It was only one. No, Vince was not charged, and I'm so tired of people saying stuff like that. Like, Velveteen Dream was not charged.
I'm tired of people saying that WWE should lose every sponsor. In return means he's gonna, and you're still going with this conversation after acting like you didn't want to do it, but then you want to make claims that they should lose every sponsor, which means that they lose their money, which means that we lose WWE and or the wrestlers in WWE. And if that's what you want, I stick to what I said, that you sound like all the WWE drones that y'all like to complain and talk about all the time. That they're just on the hating side because it's common and it's popular.
I'm not hating on nobody. I literally stand with what I said. They got rid of him though, so we don't have to worry about them losing any more sponsors.
Let's get to the next topic.
That's what I said. Like I said, if he's not there anymore, you don't have to worry about them losing any more sponsors, correct? Didn't Slim Jim come right back?
Correct.
Soon as he resigned. Soon as the man resigned, Slim Jim came right back. So clearly he was the problem.
Yes.
Well, the sponsors did they lose?
You still said what you just said, John. It doesn't matter how we backpedal this thing. You still said they should lose every sponsor till everybody involved is gone. I'm not doing this all night. So you make your grand gesture and keep going.
You know what? Y'all do the show.
What we got next?
Yeah, y'all talk about it.
Plans for Lesnar, they might be changing. Obviously, they're changing. This is my opinion. I think the Pat McAfee thing was supposed to be like when Lesnar was coming in, and they had nothing else to do, so they just brought McAfee in and let him hop right out. I could be completely wrong about that. I also did hear that the Braun Breaker thing was because Lesnar wasn't there. I don't know what you guys heard.
I think it was Braun Breaker. If I was to lean on what I think.
Braun Breaker replaced Lesnar. Because apparently Lesnar was going to face Dominic at Chamber or some bullshit. There it is.
Who wanted this match? Who was that?
Dom is a heat magnet. He's just great at getting heat. And I think throwing him in marquee matches is just elevating his status, right? So they're going to put him in the ring against
Dom is a heat magnet. Agreed.
Dom is an absolute heat magnet. So putting him in the ring with superstars is the right thing to do. I mean, a Brock Lesnar versus Dom match is not going longer than 4 or 5 minutes, but the build-up is going to be good, right?
Yeah.
So, we got to get there.
It's okay, yo. Listen, we're going to tune in next week. It got heated. John wants to act like he's acting tonight. I really don't have time. Tune in every Thursday. We're right here. If they would like to continue the show, that's fine. I'm really out. I'm not going to sit here and blank my screen. None of that. I don't have time. I'm honestly aggravated. Love y'all. Wolfpack Wrestling.
Yo, there's shit to talk about. Yo, put the picture back up. Punk got hurt during the Rumble. Now, do we believe that Punk was actually supposed to win the Rumble? Or was that was it notable? Or was Cody winning the actual ending of the Rumble?
Don't know.
I'm saying, I want to say that Punk was supposed to win, right? Because why give it to Cody 2 years in a row when you could have him be the number one contender some other way? But if the actual ending was Cody taking the Rumble again, 2 things: 1, it's fucking awesome, and 2, he has to actually beat Roman this time, because you can't lose to Roman at WrestleMania twice. Right? Can't do it.
Don't know. I just want to get through the show because can't really talk about much. CM Punk is going under surgery for torn triceps. And CM Punk confirms he is off of WrestleMania 40.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the biggest Punk fan in the world. It might be time for him to... I would say limit his schedule, but his schedule is already limited. You know what I'm saying? So it's you can't protect him any more than you already do. Now, but the question is, where are we going with Punk out of Mania now? I still believe that Cody Roman is the match. Where do you go with Seth?
Don't know. I really don't know. But this is CM Punk in the last 3 years.
Last 3 years for Punk. Here we go. AEW debut was huge. Won the title again. Defended. It doesn't look impressive, but Punk, all his returns came out to huge numbers. The collision started because of Punk. Punk brings fans to wrestling, right? He's always going to be talked about. He's always going to get people watching. He's going to get people buying tickets, people buying merch. The fact that his body is breaking down is, I don't know whose fault that is, and it could just be chalked up to bad luck. But I mean, Punk's always going to be in the news as long as he's in wrestling. He's always going to be a topic of conversation. So, someone did say in the comments earlier that Punk can do commentary while he's hurt, which is a great idea. Keep him in the flow of everything, and then when it's time for him to come back, he just, attacks whoever the champ might be at the time. Whether it's, if he wants to feud with Cody, or at that time, Damian Priest might even be the champ with the other belt, attack him, and just get it going from there. But, it definitely sucks for Mania's plans with Punk getting hurt.
Punk was training with Lexus King, Trick Williams, Braun Breaker, and Carmelo Hayes. So, I don't know how serious his injury is.
I mean, I assume it's pretty serious from everything that I heard, but who knows? It's wrestling. It could be at work. And me, just being the big Punk fan that I am, you got to give him his props. He's helping the younger talent right now. He's at the Performance Center, helping these people train, probably helping them with their promo skills, teaching them how to get over, basically, how to work a crowd, whatever. So he's doing what he said he was going to do at AEW now in WWE, which is help the younger wrestlers that we're going to be watching 7, 10, 15 years from now hone their craft.
Who knows? All I know is that the man's always injured. So someone has said they are going to have a stadium pay-per-view with 50K people in Australia with no world title match, with no Seth Rollins, no CM Punk, no Roman Reigns, and no Gunther. So they're going to have to sell the shit out of this Rhea and whoever she's facing, I guess, Nia match.
Well, the thing about it, which is crazy, like shows like that, like Clash at the Castle, the one they're doing in Australia, other shows like that sell out right away, right? Like these people never get live wrestling, so the show's going to be a sellout. Hopefully they make the card dope. But even if it's not, WWE is going to get their money off that show. Hopefully they figure some shit out to really bolster the card. But right now with all the injuries, yeah, it's not looking like it's going to be the best wrestling show in the world. But I mean, it's Elimination Chamber too, so Elimination Chambers are always pretty decent, right? There isn't like a terrible chamber match. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we'll see. Well, I don't know like how is this going to play out, because they're going to have to probably have a match if Cody picks, I don't even know like how this is going to basically work out, because with all the injuries, apparently like this basically done changed a lot of stuff. Seth Rollins getting injured basically changed plans with him and CM Punk. Then CM Punk got injured. Now that basically ruins more plans. The whole thing with Vince McMahon and Brock Lesnar. Now Brock Lesnar is off the table. He was supposed to have a match with Gunther. There's a lot of stuff that basically has changed due to like injuries and the BS going on as far as with Vince McMahon. So,
dude, if Jay,
who knows how this shit's going to turn out?
If Jay wasn't already locked in with Jimmy for a WrestleMania match, I would say that like Jay versus Rollins, like a face versus face match, would be cool.
I mean, I've heard apparently they might do Jey Uso versus Gunther.
Jay, I feel like after watching the Rumble, you want Jay versus Jimmy. Well, just like the face-to-face with Bianca and Jade, Jay versus Jimmy 1 versus 2, when they did the face-off, the crowd was electric. Like, you could smell the money coming off that match. So I feel like they have to pay that off at Mania. Also, they have time to build up a new challenger for Rollins if they absolutely have to. Who says you can't build up, I don't know, a Sami Zayn or I was going to say Shinsuke, but no one wants to see that match again. There's challenges you can build up between now and April that can challenge Rollins.
Gunther can't go because he's apparently trying to get his U.S. citizenship over here. So because of that, he's not allowed to leave the country.
Yes, Gunther cannot leave the U.S.
All right. Logan Paul has re-signed with WWE. Don't know how long his contract is, but whatever.
Great move for Logan Paul. Great move for WWE.
Cody Rhodes lost a tooth.
Cody has insurance. He'll get a new tooth. Real quick though, back to the Logan Paul. That finish versus Kevin Owens was a dope finish. Agreed? Like, that was the first time I've seen a finish like that where the ref caught the brass knucks and issued the DQ. I think it was creative and just a great way to end the match. KO still comes off as a badass, and Logan Paul keeps the title for whoever they decide they're going to put Logan against at Mania, right?
I think it was going to be LA Knight versus Logan Paul.
Yeah, LA Knight versus Logan Paul is definitely a good one. Have LA Knight beat Paul, because he's not wrestling the full schedule, and then Paul comes back for like some SummerSlam shit or whatever else he comes back for. He's not going to be wrestling every Friday night, so it makes sense.
And best wishes to Marty Jannetty. His sister had passed away actually yesterday, but he's been told that doctors said that he needs to have his leg amputated.
I mean, if you saw that episode of Dark Side, you can see this coming. His leg was looking real messy on Dark Side. Gotta feel bad for Marty.
Yes. So shout out to Marty Jannetty. Hope everything works out, AEW brought back their rankings as of yesterday. And so what do you think about these rankings? First off, the ranking system to me was already stupid as fuck from before, but now that it's back, people are already complaining about the people that are in these contenders.
Let the ranking thing play out for a minute, right? They just brought it back. Let it play out for a hot second. It was a good idea when they first started it. It became corny. They got rid of it. Now they're bringing it back. And the rankings currently, I mean, they don't look terrible, right? It's not like, and the rankings make feuds. So, like, for example, if you want to put Deonna Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa in a feud, it makes sense because they're the number 1 and 2 contenders. It's an easy way to create matches.
But the thing is, these is how it's basically written. So the contenders for the men's championships. Now they say championships, and these are the top 5 contenders, right? So Swerve, Hangman, Adam Copeland, Jon Moxley, and Roderick Strong. So technically, these top 5 can go for any title that they want.
Yeah, no. See, that's where it's kind of messed up. The rest of the rankings are cool. So, for example, Swerve is the number 1 contender for the world title. And Hangman, he can be 2 for the world title as well. No one has Copeland anywhere near the world title. No one has Roderick Strong anywhere near the world title. Yeah, no. The men's championship rankings are kind of messed up. But
I mean, the women's too, because when you look at it, you have Deonna Purrazzo, and a lot of people are like, well, she just got there. And I'm like, it goes and changes and resets every year. So
but the contenders reset, or they change them every show depending on who wins and changes what. So,
yeah,
So I mean, as of right now,
a lot, Corey, a lot.
Purrazzo, she should be the number one women's contender, right? Who else would you put in the match with Toni Storm right now, right this second, if you had to pick one person?
There is no one. No one else has wrestled. Britt Baker hasn't wrestled. Jamie Hayter hasn't wrestled. I mean, Mercedes is not even there yet. Queen Amanita has basically been losing a lot. Sky Blue has won. Julia Hart is the champion. Abaddon's been losing, a lot. Anna Jay has been losing a lot. Soraya, Ruby Riot, Ruby Soho. I mean.
So by default, Deonna Purrazzo should be the number one contender.
Yeah, it makes the most sense.
It makes the most sense.
Now, as far as tag teams go, I mean,
it is what it is, right? Sting and Darby Allin never lose.
But I'm trying to figure out Dark Order. How many do they have? Just matches on Ring of Honor, or those the ones that count? Like, I don't see Dark Order like having a lot of matches on Dynamite. So
I want to add to Matt's point. Yes, the men's title should all have separate rankings, but then you're ranking so many people right now. So if you have a top 5 for the world title, top 5 for Christians, you have 5, 10, 15, 20 different wrestlers being ranked in top 5. It's a lot. It's a lot to rank. I think that's why they just have that single 5 and the 4 champions there.
Everybody should have their own basically rank system, like how it is in the 2K.
Right. Every single title should have their own ranking, their own top 5.
Okay. Let's just go through Royal Rumble real quick. So there was only 4 matches for the Royal Rumble.
It was amazing.
It was trash to me, but whatever. The Rumble was basically mid. It was mid to me. The entire show was mid to me. I would give it like a good 7, if anything, and that's mostly because of the women's matches. The women's Rumble. So let's just go down the list. There was a women's Rumble first. You first had Natalya come out, and then you had the surprise of Naomi with her music coming out.
I wouldn't say surprise, but everyone was excited when it happened.
Yes, they were. Next came out was Bayley, then Candice LeRae, and then the shocking, where we basically heard the spoiler alert before, but we didn't know if it was true or not, Jordynne Grace, and she was acknowledged as the TNA Knockouts champion, or as All Star like to call her, the man.
Jordynne Grace made a name for herself on Saturday night, in my opinion, at least.
Yes, she did. Indy Hartwell.
A lot of people who didn't know who she was.
Asuka, Ivy Nile, Katana, Bianca, Kairi Sane, Tegan Knox, Kaden, Chelsea Green, which was probably the MVP of the fucking Rumble. Piper Niven, Xia Li, Zelina Vega, Maxine Dupree, which should have never been in the Rumble. Nia Jax, Chauncey, Becky Lynch, Alba Fire, Shayna, Valhalla, Michin, Zoe Stark, Roxanne Perez. The debut of Jade. Jade Cargill made her debut, as we all talked about, and we knew it was going to happen.
So
we got this stare down. This is Black Excellence.
Like we said before, this match is money. I believe this is the 6th Women's Rumble.
Yes, it is.
They've figured out how to do it the right way, right? I believe before Saturday, the first one was the best one because Asuka was over and Ronda Rousey, whatever. The rest of them in between haven't been great. The Women's Rumble was incredible. The pacing was great. The entrants were great. The final 4 was great. I wouldn't have changed anything with the Women's Rumble. In my opinion, It's a 10 out of 10, 5-star Rumble. It was great. It was awesome. The right person won. We all love Bayley. We all want to see Bayley do well. So the right person won.
Well, Tiffany Stratton came out, and Liv Morgan was the last person to come out, and I felt like that was a disappointment. But
who would you have put at 30?
I think everybody wanted AJ Lee, but I totally forgot about Liv. She came out. It was awesome.
I would have went with Alexa Bliss, but obviously she's not ready yet.
I just found it weird that they were all just sitting there. But Bayley won. All right, shout out to Bayley. Just some of the pictures that came from the Royal Rumble for the women's. The next match was Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton versus AJ Styles versus LA Knight. By the way, where did you rank the Rumble for the women's?
10 out of 10.
I would definitely give it a 10 out of 10. So as far as the Roman Reigns, AJ and Randy and LA Knight match,
it was all right.
I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, I mean, better than mediocre. It was solid. Pretty much what you expected.
So a lot of those women look sloppy, and I'm not going to act like I didn't see what I was seeing. I mean, granted, but hey, it was way better than the men's Rumble. I'll tell you that much. So the next was, by the way, before I even get into that, as far as the Roman match, did you hear what Michael Cole has said on commentary?
At what part of the match?
Roman's only defends the title every, fans who kept saying Roman only defends the title every couple of months. Michael Cole said he has one answer for that. Beat him.
He has the title because he should have the title.
Exactly. As far as Kevin Owens and Logan Paul, I'm giving that a 6.
I'm only saying this because of the finish. And I was so intrigued. The finish was awesome. I'm gonna say 8 because of the finish. The finish was great. I've never we've been watching wrestling our entire lives. We've seen every finish to a match. That was the first time I saw that finish like that, where the ref caught the brass knucks, right? So Owens hits him with the knucks. 1, 2, 3. Ref catches it. DQ. That finish to me elevates the entire match.
Okay. Now let's get into the men's Royal Rumble.
10 out of fucking 10.
Okay, I'm going to call cap, and I'm literally going to say that was probably the wackest men's Royal Rumble, and as usual, for some strange reason recently, the women's Royal Rumble was once again better than the men's Royal Rumble.
Now, let me ask, what was whack about the men's Rumble? Other than the person that you hate the most winning.
I don't give a fuck about Cody winning. That's besides the point, because that was corny in itself. The fact is, let's just go down the Rumble real quick. Who was the first two?
Jay and the perfect first two. The crowd was going nuts.
Okay. Who was number 3? Grayson Waller. Who was number 4? The man came back to no pop.
First of all, look at that fucking outfit.
Don't matter. The man came back to no pop.
People didn't realize it was him in the beginning.
Man came back to no pop.
As well, you shouldn't get a pop with that stupid fucking outfit on.
The man came back to no pop.
What was he wearing, fam? He looks like a mom.
I don't care if he wore a sombrero with a do-rag on his face and he called himself El Andrade El Bandito. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the man came back with no pop.
Looking like a Mexican Darth Vader, yes, he wouldn't get a pop.
The man came back with no pop. Okay? I'm just going to sit there and say that over and over again. Carmelo came out with a bigger pop than Andrade.
As well, he should have.
Nakamura, Santos Escobar, a.k.a. Mini Andrade, Karrion Kross, Dominic, Carlito, Lashley, Ludwig, Theory, Finn Balor, Cody Rhodes, Bronson Reed, Kofi, Gunther, Ivar, Braun Breaker, Omos, which I was happy about, Omos, but he got eliminated like some bullshit. McAfee, JD, R-Truth, The Miz, Damian Priest, CM Punk, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn.
I felt bad for Sammy because people were expecting somebody else, and they got Sammy, and they were not happy.
The problem is the women's matches had way more surprises and more oomph to it than this did. This was horrible, and I'm standing on that. This was horrible.
If you rule Brock out in terms of surprises, who are you people expecting? Who are we expecting?
Can I do that? Can I do the eyebrow?
Please, who are you expecting?
Can I do the eyebrow? Finally!
Stop it.
I'm just saying.
Stop it.
I'm just saying. Why not? Or, as a matter of fact, I got one better. So, when it comes to the women's Royal Rumble, you can get the women's from TNA to show up. But when it comes to the men's Royal Rumble, you can't get one person from TNA to show up?
If someone from TNA showed up, they would have gotten the same fucking pop as a Drive. Let's not play that game.
Jordan Grace got a pop.
Who on the men's roster would have got a pop?
I think Josh Alexander coming out would have been dope. I think Moose coming out would have been dope. Hell, if you guys were saying up at Tournament Down that Okada was coming through, that would have been dope. Something would have been better than that shit. Give us some type of surprises. I would have took the Hurricane. Look, I would have took Hurricane. I would have took another Boogeyman fucking pop-up. I would have took anything other than that shit that we got. There was no surprises, bro.
The men's roster is so solid that you have to have the roster go out there, right? Like,
man, that roster was trash.
Honestly, the only Rumble complaint that I've been hearing is, oh, we had no surprise entrances. Oh, like who is there? Like, really, if fucking X-Pac would have came out, would it have been that big of a deal? Or, like, I don't know, like Goldberg or anybody? Would it have been?
I would have took Goldberg. As much as I can't stand him, man, I would have took Goldberg.
I'm just spitballing wrestlers who could have came out. Like, who cares at the end of the day?
I do. Because that shit was horrible. Bad. Okay? Of course, we know how it ended. I'd be damned if I waited 10 years to come back to lose to Dusty's kid. And 10 seconds later, you lost to Dusty's kid.
He lost to himself because he can't stay healthy.
So here are your winners for the Royal Rumble 2024.
Yeah, right.
The back-to-back winner, which is Cody Rhodes and Bayley. Now, I could go in and talk about how this man dodged every question. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how like Tony Khan dodged questions when asked about CM Punk and anything. But, you know, the man said that, you know, they made a lot of money. And then just basically dismissed the lawsuit. People kept asking him questions about it. Cody has said that he found out in real time. Cody gave a better answer than Triple H did.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Triple H is dodging his ass off.
Okay, like you were dodging a lot, my guy. Just putting it out there. When he was asked if he even read the 60-page document, he said no. And I'm like, well, maybe you should because you're in it.
No, he definitely read that shit.
He swore up and down he didn't. So it is what it is. It is what it is. SmackDown, which was the SmackDown before Royal Rumble. I think the only thing happened was that Kaden Carter and the title change.
A title change?
And Elektra Lopez came up from NXT.
Yeah, not much.
Yeah. I don't even have anything to talk about for Collision because I didn't even watch it.
Neither did I.
We just go into the Raw after the Royal Rumble. That's what we discovered. That Pat McAfee and Michael Cole are going to be the lead commentators for Raw.
My boy Patrick is back.
And then we saw this bitch come out and then cried like a bitch because he tore his fucking tricep. Because this man is fragile ego, fragile body. It's that simple. Okay, the man is always injured. He got confronted by Drew McIntyre to say he prayed for times like this. In his Meek Mill voice, he prayed for times like this. You know, because technically they're saying that he was the one that caused it from the Future Shock. Beat the shit out of CM Punk. Sammy came and rescued him. We're going to have Drew McIntyre at the end of the night. Judgment Day defended their titles and won. R-Truth got kicked out.
Shout out R-Truth.
Definitely shout out R-Truth.
He's a comedic genius.
By the way, so Bayley and Damage Control was out there to pick Rhea. Rhea came out, and so did Nia. And Nia fucked Rhea up. But the one thing I did notice, though,
Nia's getting over huge.
As regards to Damage Control, do you notice a little something different? I don't know if I can point it out. I don't know if I can point it out. Do you see what I'm pointing at?
Her shorts?
No, below her shorts. She's not wearing her brace anymore.
Oh.
It's almost time. That turn on Bayley is about to hit. It's about to hit hard. We found out that Andrade will be signing with Raw.
Great.
Which gave us the hint that Braun Breaker will be signing with SmackDown. And then we need to talk about this. Cody came out for his promo, basically to pick who he was going to pick, and Seth Rollins came out and literally pulled this man's card. Said, picking Roman is a mistake. You should fight me instead. You're not the guy. Roman's not the guy. I'm the guy. I have the workhorse title, which he's not lying. Everything that Seth said was not a lie. Said, do you want the Hulk Hogan title, the Hollywood title, the one that people who politic their way to the top? Or do you want the Dusty Rhodes title, which is what he has? I don't think Seth Rollins said anything wrong in his promo against Cody.
It was a great promo, but
let's be honest here.
Let's be real.
That right there is a story. So whatever you want about it, yes, he beat him. But he's never beat him for the title, though. Can he beat Seth Rollins when it matters?
Honestly, doesn't at this point.
Let's just think about it.
Let's
just think about it.
No, there's nothing to think about. Cody has to.
No, it is, because Seth put it out there. He said, do you want to win the real title that your father never won? Or are you basically just trying to get revenge for losing? Which one is it? He pulled his card, bro. Which one is it?
Cody has to win the most prestigious title in wrestling.
And if that, okay, so the prestigious title in wrestling will be that title that Seth has.
That's absolutely not true. A title that they literally just made out of scratch is not the most prestigious title in wrestling.
It's the same title as the WWE title. They just separated it. It's the same title.
What are you, insane?
No, I'm telling you the truth. Honestly, Seth and Cody makes a lot more sense than Cody and Roman.
All right.
But we shall see what Cody chooses. Because Seth pulled that boy's card when he said that. When he said straight up, do you want to get the real title that your father never won?
Or the important title that everyone cares
that's
about?
not the important title. No one cares about the universal title.
Are you?
The fact is, do you want the title that your dad never won? The same prestige and all. Right? The real world title. Or do you want just your revenge?
Ja.
Because if you don't pick me,
Ja.
that just shows that you're being selfish.
Ja. Comparing the title.
Seth called him out. I'm sorry, Seth.
Ja.
Seth called him out.
Ja. Seth has done a great job elevating this belt and making it what it is right now. But to compare the two titles is asinine because they're not even on the same fucking wavelength. Okay? Cody has to beat Roman. He has the real belt. Seth has the
so what kind of
prize.
There is no such thing as a consolation prize. Before Roman combined the titles, before Roman, no, it's not a consolation prize. Before Roman even combined the damn titles, did you literally look at title A and title B, or did you look at as this is the only title that we care about and this is the secondary title?
Dan is absolutely correct. Roman's title is the real title. There's no debate with that. We're not debating this.
I mean, that's what we're supposed to do, but it is what it is.
How would you compare a title that's not even a year old to the WWE Championship?
Because it's called the WWE Championship. It's called the WWE Championship. What are you talking about? The Undisputed Universal Championship is literally a secondary title.
No, it's not.
The WWE Championship is the championship.
They had to make a new belt.
Roman did what?
Roman had all the titles. So instead of having Roman lose one, they just made a new one. It doesn't have the cachet.
They didn't do that. They kept it the same title, the same name, and everything, except they took that one off of Roman and they combined the two titles that he had, since technically there was only one title anyway, because they combined the titles. It's the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, correct? And now you have the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Lose anything.
All right. I didn't watch NXT. I know that they definitely have a Vengeance Day pay-per-view coming up this I think this weekend. So, and this was Dynamite, which I found to be very mid. It was very mid. The only thing I can say is that Swerve and RVD was okay. Was okay match. But now, as we all know, that we are going to have Swerve versus Hangman 3 next week. And the winner will go against Samoa Joe for the world title. So, and as I said before, that, this man basically has a big announcement. Oh, and John Moxley got stomped out by a bunch of Luchador Power Rangers.
Correct.
And I did forget to mention this, but also I mentioned it earlier before he left. Jimmy Uso and Naomi both came in at 2 for the Royal Rumble. So, all right. So, with that being said, since there's only 2 of us, you want to give you a quick final thoughts before I get out of here?
Dude, final thoughts. Go cop that Quest tape. Cody's going to finish the story. And keep tuning in. Next week's episode 97. We'll be back as a trio. Doing our thing, man. Much love to everyone who tuned in.
My final thoughts. This is my last show. I quit.
Well, if that's the case, I love all y'all. Cody's the man. But
y'all go get my EP.
Go cop the Quest tape.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm going back to my regular background. And that's that. As far as I'm concerned, the Royal Rumble was okay. I don't say it was a 10 out of 10. I still say that the Women's Royal Rumble was probably the best thing out of the show. And yeah, I don't really have a lot of thoughts right now.
Hold up. Marcus is a hater when WWE 2K26 comes out. Hater.
I mean, hey, it's possible. You never know.
The belt is the Infinity Gauntlet, definitely.
To answer this question, I'm about to drop the link in the comments, so that way you guys can just click it. It'll be the first tab, which is Quest Tape. So there you guys go. All right. So yeah, This is Jaquez. Dark Kent. All-Star left earlier, so with that being said, we'll be back next week, every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. ish. It's a Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. See y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.